Good morning, Year 6, and welcome to your second maths lesson of the week. So again, we're still looking at measurement, and by the end of the lesson, you should be able to use multiplying and dividing by 10, 100 and 1,000 when converting between units of length, mass and capacity. So think of length as your centimetres, millimetres, metres. Think of mass as your grams and kilograms, and capacity as your litres and millilitres. And you will need to be able to convert in both directions, so from metres to centimetres, centimetres to metres, vice versa for all of them. It's just what we've been doing last week, but we're just putting them all together this time. So have a look at these, and see if you can use the photos to help answer the questions on the next page. So how could you work out what each mark is worth on the scales? Would you have to count? Would you have to spot a number pattern? What do you think would be the most efficient method for converting the units of time? Is it better in seconds, hours, minutes? What do you think? What's the same and what's different between 1.5 kilometres and 1.500 kilometres? Are the zeros needed? If they are, why are they? If they're not, why aren't they? Have a go, pause the slide, maybe jot some notes down here and see if you were right by the time we've finished the lesson. What do you notice about the amounts in the scales on the previous photo? And can you spot a pattern? What's the same and what's different about kilometres and kilograms? Are they the same? Have a think. Okay, so have a go at filling this varied fluency in, pause, and then I'll go through it with you. So there are how many grams in a kilograms? Well, look, there's a chart here that tells you, that helps you. So there are, if you divide them by 1,000 to get from grams to kilograms, there's got to be 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. Okay, so to get from kilograms to gram, the green arrow, you're going to have to times by 1,000. Okay, and then kilograms in 1 ton, well, we can see to get from tons to kilograms, you have to times by 1,000. So to get from kilograms to tons, you must divide by 1,000. So there's got to be 1,000. So using that, can you complete the facts on the tables? Okay, and again, using this chart underneath, there are 10 millimeters in a centimeter. If you count your ruler, you'll find 10 little lines in between 0 and 1 centimeters. So you divide by 10 to get from millimeters to centimeters. So you multiply by 10 to get from centimeters to meters. Okay, there are 100 centimeters in a meter, and there are 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Think about that kilo we said, meaning 1,000. So you would divide by 1,000 to get from meters to kilometers, and times by 1,000 to get from kilometers to meters. Okay, look at that flow chart. And then use those facts to complete the end table and show me in your assignments. Okay, here's some problems. Mo thinks that 12,000 grams is greater than 20 kilograms because 12,000 is greater than 20. Explain why Mo is wrong. So what you're going to need to do there is you're going to need to put them into both the same units. So what's 12,000 grams in kilograms? Okay, or you could do 20 kilograms into grams, whichever you find easier. So there you're either going to be dividing or multiplying by 1,000. There's 1,000 grams in a kilogram, that word kilo. Put these capacities in order, starting with the smallest. Again, are you going to put them all into milliliters or all into liters? Which one do you find easier? Okay, but know that again, we're looking at dividing or multiplying here, whichever one. Think, is it 10, 100 or 1,000? A shop sells 1 litre bottles for 99p each. 300 millilitre bottles of water are on offer at 8 bottles for £2. Whitney wants to buy 12 litres of water. Find the cheapest way she can do this. Okay, so again, think about converting millilitres and litres. How are you going to do that? What are you trying to find out? So 12,000 grams, if you divide it by 1,000, is 12 kilograms, which is then obviously less than 20 kilograms, which is why Mo was wrong. And again, you could have converted them all into milliliters or liters, but you had to put them back for your original answer, so they were the right order. All right. And then the next one, 12 1 litre bottles, because remember she wanted to buy 12 litres, so 12 1 litre bottles would be £11.88. So 12 litres would be 40 bottles, because 40 times 300 is 12,000 millilitres, which is 12 litres. So 40 divided by 8 equals 5. So this will cost 5 times 2, which is £10. So Whitney should buy 40 bottles of 300 millilitres because it's cheaper. Okay. Now you also have some reasoning challenges in your assignment section, and after you finish those reasoning challenges you can also write a reflection to sum up what you've learned today. Think out your key questions at the start of the lesson. How are you going to read those scales? What are you going to do? What do you need to remember? Could you maybe draw the chart that we looked at in the varied fluency, dividing by 10, 100 or 1,000 depending on which way you are converting? Have a think and complete the challenges.